Yes, it's over. Many people are selling Bitcoin to get into gold and silver. This is scary. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this video. My name is DaVinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe, 5 by 5, man, Jesus. When I see gold and silver on the tear, you're thinking, ooh, are you feeling like you missed out? No. I have gold and silver. No. I'm mostly heavy Bitcoin, right? Of course. And I will hold Bitcoin and I will get more Bitcoin. Actually, planning to buy some because I sold my car. And I'm going to hold that Bitcoin because it's better money than gold and silver will be. But because people understand, because the majority of the people understand what gold and silver is, obviously they're going to go there. So that's just the way it is, right? Now, eventually, when that understanding shifts, well, you're not getting my Bitcoin. Because I had to hold it through a lot of stuff. Okay? And so, yeah, it's just the way it is, man. I ain't selling. So, are you selling your Bitcoin for gold and silver? I know a few people who are, right? And so I understand. Is silver going to double here or outperform Bitcoin? Yes. Is silver going to go 5x against Bitcoin? Yes. Then you might be saying, well, why aren't you selling it? Well, because I know that Bitcoin, when its turn comes, and I don't know when that will be, it will 100x silver and gold. Yes, you heard me right. 100x. Why? What? It will absolutely wipe out and stomp gold and silver down. Why? Because the only way for gold and silver to be remonetized is somebody has to hold the silver and then gives you some tickets or a digital token, right? That they could just, I'll just print more digital tokens. And they will. And eventually the public are going to catch on to that. And then all of a sudden, wait a second, let's get a token that can't be reproduced, can't be mass produced. Let's do that. Why didn't you think of that before? Oh boy. Yes. Anyways, let's go on to the news today, and then we're going to do some charts and trading and so forth. And if you're interested in trading, there's huge bonuses from all these exchanges that I have in the description below. You type in x.dj15.com. It will show you all the exchanges that are appropriate for your region. And you'll be able to bonus out if you've never signed up to the exchange and deposit a little bit of money, and boom, they'll give you extra bonus to trade, right? Some cases they won't let you withdraw, in some cases they will. All right, thanks. Let's move on to the news. All right, before we go on to the news, if you could just hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and if you open up the description, you'll find all the news links and everything you need to know. So let's start off with our first news link. Gold hits an all-time high of $5,400. I think it, and it says it's stalled. I think it went to 5,600. Let me check that on my phone here. Let's see here, because I believe it was a little bit high. Yep, I thought so. And they were saying it stalls. It stalls. Yep, it's 56.26. Bitcoin remains stubborn and gold races to new records above 5,400, Jerome Powell remarks. Gold fans rush to buy as the Fed chair said he took no macro signal from the raging bull market in precious metals. Yes. Well, it's not important. Not important at all, man. Mr. Printer-in-Chief, not at all. Don't worry about it. Bull market in gold ratcheted into the higher gear on Wednesday, with the yellow metal soaring 6% above 5,400 ounces for the first time. And yes, today it's at 56. This is old news. Old news. This is so old, it's not funny. All right, moving on. Okay. Okay, there's tokenized gold, Paxos gold, and same with gold from Tether is also record breaking. Paxos gold token ranks in record inflows as crypto investors turn to yellow metal. Yes, that's right. You guys are dumping Bitcoin, dumping Ethereum, dumping Solana, and jumping on the gold bandwagon through tokenized gold. You're gonna learn as you burn, right? Because they're gonna be like, yeah, you see that gold over there? That's gold in that depository. Our government's broke, so can we have that? Oh, we're not gonna steal it though. That'd be wrong. Here's a couple of dollars. Oh, damn. Yes, that's coming. That's going to be fun. That's going to be so much fun. I mean, it is going to be absolutely a blast to watch all these people with their tokenized gold feel the wrath of, like, it's like, and the thing is, if you actually say, you know what, DaVinci, that's not going to happen. Why would they do that? They're not going to steal my gold? Did I say they're going to steal your gold? No, they'll pay you for it in dollars, of course. Of course. They'll go to Paxos Gold and they'll pay them in dollars, and then they might pay you out in dollars, or they might just go, you know what? We'll pretend that we still have the gold here. They might do that. I don't know. But eventually you'll wake up to that realization that you don't have any gold. That's just the way the system works. And if you don't believe me, if you think that's not true, I have articles. Don't worry. I have articles right here. Right here. Phantom silver. Okay, so do you think they're not doing that with gold? Yeah. Alrighty. Gold is now the second largest currency radial, on how capital wars drive buyers into bullion. Yes, it is over. There's just too much money in sloshing in the system, and it's game, set, match. If you do not understand this, right, well, it's kind of too late for you to figure this out. Things are, you're not going to jump into gold right now and silver because you're thinking, oh my God, it's going to reverse. It's all-time highs. I missed out. Then buy Bitcoin, right? You could actually, I'm telling you, gold is going to 10,000 easy. Walk in the park. And same, silver is probably going to get to $1,000. Walk in the park, right? I don't know when. Not going to say when, but those targets are going to get hit. Okay, let's move on to Bitcoin, which is getting a little cheaper for you. Right on target, right? I told you it was going to head up to the close to the 90K up here level and then fail. And we did fail. So I wish I had kept my long in, but that's okay. And now we are deciding what it's going to do. Is it going to roll over and die? Or is it going to come back and attack the highs? That's difficult to say. I'm not ready to make a trade here because we're in a no man's zone. So it could go either way at this point. So I'm going to just wait because there's not enough information for us to make a trade at this time. Looking at, let's take a look and see if we can find something else we can make a trade at. Looking at Ethereum, knocking on death's door as it retook the key level, and now it's retesting that same key level. That is not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. We've tested it too many times, this key level, and yeah, it's if it breaks again, it's not going to be a positive sign of we're probably going to break down heavy. So you could probably start shorting both gold and Bitcoin, both Bitcoin and Ethereum, because things are looking really, really nasty actually. So I'm not really convinced to jump into a short yet. I'll wait until tomorrow and see what the markets say there. Same with Solana. Sorry, Jesus. Same with Solana. We're seeing Solana breaking key levels, retested and broke out from a key level and broke down from that key level. So that indicates that this is a definite breakdown signal. We're going to see Solana and all these cryptocurrencies actually break down heavily against the dollar, and it's part of the season, and there's no stopping it until the dollar collapses, right? I think gold and silver have to get to 500 for silver and 8,000 for gold before we see some sort of possible rotation into cryptocurrencies, right? So looking at gold, we can see that we are like outside of any kind of like reality here. And I think the key driver of this is Jerome Powell. Really, basically, if we head over to the comment section here, I don't have it here. He basically said that, he doesn't read too much into it. And that's a massive signal, basically, because the printer in chief is saying, yeah, it's not important. I can print as much money as I want. Doesn't matter. To this shows that something is off, and that's what got the buyers all jumpy and happy. Looking at X, another person who basically told you that silver is going to double, right, by opening his mouth. Can you guess who that is? Yes, that's Cramer. Yes, he did open up his mouth, and I'll show you. Right? I said, holy, silver is going to double. Yes, 100%. At this point, yes, that's a given, thanks to Cramer. A given. Because he would sell. Because he said he would sell. Done. He just marked he marked that the races, like, you see this? How we're let's just zoom in on this a little bit here. This we're price action here. We're seeing silver, right, knocking on the 120 door, which I told you we're going to come to, and fail from that. Didn't I tell you that yesterday? I could have swore I did. Now, didn't I? Right? And where are we? And so the next level, right? I don't know if this was set correctly. I don't think so. Let's just set this up correctly. Boom. The next level is the 126, and we might as well draw out the next level because it looks like we're going to break there really fast here. Probably on the weekend, we're going to break 2 levels. And so we're going, oh, damn, 133. I think we might even do another one because here's the thing. Silver in Shanghai reached a high of 139. And look at that. Is this correct here? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's off. No. I'm a little bit off. But yeah, it was close to 130. It was like 139, and look at that. It was 130. There's 139 here almost as one of the levels. So we can speculate that the 139 level is going to be taken out. Probably not in the next 3 days, but sometime soon. I know, insane, absolutely insane. But it is the end of the monetary system. A lot of people outside the United States have a lot of dollars. 80% of all $100 notes exist outside the United States, and they are using it to buy silver and gold. Right? And their local currency, and so the central banks are converting that local currency to dollars to buy the gold and silver. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening. So, with that said, I know it's hard to buy Bitcoin when silver and gold have a lot more room to run. The only risk you have at this point is if there's a pandemic or a catastrophic event, like I don't know, a cyber attack that occurs. Other than that, gold and silver will continue to rise. And even in that face of this fake event, obviously it's going to be fake, of course. Silver, when it drops, you won't be able to get it. Period. You'll be getting it at the last posted price, but not at the low price at all. Not at the COMEX BS price. Not a chance. And it'll be interesting because you know why? With Shanghai, physical settlement, I think the premium spread might be huge. Huge. We might see a $50 spread if that were to happen. I'm just guessing. But let's just see if they pull that off. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.